That's a good one.
Right? Welcome to the first episode of the Rantcast for the 2020s. As you can see, nothing has changed, including the level of things that have gone wrong today so far.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Rantcast. Brandon almost broke his microphone. It looks like the whole arm is detached from his desk as it is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do this.
Yeah, well, there you go.
What's up, guys?
Yeah. How you guys been?
This is totally normal. Totally normal. No problems whatsoever. It's
no, not
just
at all.
The typical Rantcast.
So he can't hear me now. Guys, look at this guy. Look at this guy. I'm just going to switch to him. Look at him. Look at this guy, dude. Look at this guy. He's trying to fix his Yeti. Let me tell you what happened. So he was like, I don't even know what he was doing. And I wasn't recording, which sucks. But he moved it, I guess just a little tiny bit. And it fell, almost hit the floor, but he caught it. And I wasn't recording. And now I am, though. So we can watch him try to just, put his microphone back on the desk. Like you do.
Sucker's on there good now.
Is it though? Is it really? Bet it falls during the episode. Notice the microphone is still not on the arm. Oh, maybe it was. Wait, what's he doing? Oh, the clamp is separate. That's right. He's got one of those fancy mounts.
There we go.
Oh, you done? You back?
I'm back. I can hear you now.
Alright, cool. We can start.
Yes.
How long did it take us to get ready for this? Like, we've been in this call since, 9:30. It's now 10:34, or 10:35.
Yeah,
and,
in your typical Rantcast fashion, it took a bit of a while. And the sad part is that when we first got into the call, we were just like, hey, you know what? I think we're going to have zero problems. This is perfect. This is going to be great. It's going to be an amazing episode. And then, like I said, in your typical Rantcast fashion, problem after problem kind of cascaded. And hour later, we're finally starting to shoot this.
Only in theory, though. Only in theory. There is more things that could go wrong.
Yeah.
But so far, we've only dropped 12 frames on the live stream. I've upped the bitrate yet again just to try to make this look a little bit cleaner, less pixely. But not that many people watch these anyway, which hopefully is something that we will be able to change this year. This episode actually is not going to have anything to do with anything tech-related. Although we probably should shoot one right after we're done with this one, explaining everything that just went wrong with macOS and OBS and everything. That's up to you, though. I'm down for it. I don't know if Brandon is, but
we could do something, yes.
We definitely could. Anyway, guys, so the Rantcast, we've done a couple of videos on what inspired this whole series and what's changed, and not much has changed, honestly. Look at this, dude. We've still got the same monster energy behind us. This is, I've said this multiple times, this is the one from almost 3 years ago. Look at that. Oh, camera's gonna pull focus, maybe? Come on. Maybe not. Probably not. Probably not. This is the Rantcast, after all. It's not gonna pull focus. Oh, it pulled focus. Wow.
Oh, got it.
For 2 seconds.
Amazing.
Whatever. You get the idea. It says 7/5/17 on it. On the bottom it says do not dispose, because it almost got thrown away a couple times, but now it's here on its new home. My new Denon receiver. I actually haven't even talked about this at all yet, but this is... Before I get into anything at all, let me explain what this episode is going to be. We're not going to be talking about anything tech-related, which I think it might actually be a first, other than the Calhan episode.
Yeah.
Which is no longer public anymore because of a issue. That'll be going back up probably a week after this one. I think I'm going to re-edit and re-release it because that was a good episode. Anyway,
I know.
Any freaking way. What was I going to say? Yeah, so... Today, instead of tech, we're going to be talking about, I guess, I don't know, life changes? I don't know if I'd want to call them that, though.
I guess, semi-personal kind of stuff, just kind of hey, what's up with you guys, how's it going?
I think we
what
might,
updates do you have?
I was thinking about calling this episode Catching Up, but I think we already have one of those. Let me actually go look at the Rantcast playlist. So, check it out, guys. Here we are. I'm pretty sure we do have one called Catching Up. No, I guess we don't. Do we really not? Here, let's confirm.
I thought we did something like it before.
We don't have one called Catching Up. You can see that I've confirmed it right here with the search. So, yeah, Catching Up is the title of this episode of the Rantcast. The one that you're probably thinking of is called We're Finally Back.
Wait, hold on. I think I found it.
You did find it?
It is called Catching Up.
Really?
It was back in September. Yes, Catching Up, lowercase.
Oh man, well my plan's ruined now because it's not it's not in the playlist. So there's another thing that's gone wrong with the show. Can you actually iMessage me a link to that? So
I will do that.
Maybe we'll just change the name.
I was searching it too. I was like, let me just make sure, and yeah, it just popped up. We did it back in September, which I don't even remember doing, but.
I don't remember that either.
I don't remember either. It just kind of escaped my memory.
Maybe we're gonna call this Catching Up 2.
Yes.
Catching Up Mark 2. Something along those lines.
I
don't know. I don't know where we're going with this, but that's just where we're at. Anyway, name aside, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a few updates that have happened to me since. I guess I haven't really had a sit-down video since quite a while ago, unless I'm forgetting about that too, which could very well be what's happening. But I guess I'll just go ahead and start off with Christmas. So if you guys haven't seen that video yet, I very strongly recommend going and watching it because that was a very fun video to shoot, it was fun to edit, and it was fun to watch my parents' reactions. I bought them a home theater system. It is a 5.1 surround sound, all Klipsch except the receiver, because Klipsch does not make receivers, but the receiver is a Yamaha. I can't remember the friggin' model number of it. I think it might be like RX V385. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But it's got full surround sound, 5.1. I also bought him a PS4 Pro and an Apple TV 4K. I'll leave the link to that video in the description and also a card if I remember, but I usually don't remember to put these things in these videos, but they're on my channel, so it's not that hard to find them. Just search Christmas on my channel. Unless you can't spell, that might be an issue. But yeah, probably can't leave that in the video though, because that's offensive.
Get demonetized.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. Second, going off of the Christmas video, you saw that I broke my camera. It fell off the tripod, landed on the lens, and broke it. But right over here, just sitting by this other iMac, I've got this new lens. This is a Olympus, pretty freaking nice. It's all metal. It made the camera definitely a lot heavier than it used to be. It's got a 12 to 40 millimeter focal length, which for those who know what this means, that is equivalent on this sensor, because this is a micro four thirds sensor. It is equivalent to 24 to 80 on a full frame sensor. A decent amount of zoom, not as much as the old one had, but the trade-offs are worth it because this has a constant f2.8 aperture. It's also got, what was the other thing it had? Better autofocus. That was the other thing. So to change autofocus, you now don't have to use this little dial on the camera right there. You can see it right there. It's now this little ring. So the focus ring on this lens, you just pull it back, and now it's manual. And if you pull it forward, now it's auto. And autofocus is miles better on this lens than it was on the old one. Also, another thing that you can definitely see sitting on top of the camera is this Sennheiser MKE 440 stereo shotgun microphone. This is a powered microphone. It's got two AAA batteries in the back of it, and as you can see on the side right here, it's got the power switch, your low cut. It's not pulling focus again because that's just how it goes, but what's it got? The power switch, the gain selector, and the low cut filter. So the gain, it doesn't say on it like the Rode ones do, but I'm pretty sure it's got a -10, a ±0, and a +20 pad. And the low cut is exactly what it sounds like. It just cuts lower frequencies to help with wind noise and stuff. If you're filming a If you're trying to record audio of a sound system, turn that off though, because you won't be able to hear the subwoofer. Third in the new tech department is this receiver sitting right here. I know it looks pretty much exactly the same as my old one, but this is quite the receiver. It's got, let me say what it is first. It's a freaking Denon AVR S950H. It's got 8 HDMI inputs capable of HDCP 2.3, meaning I can do HDR now. Main reason I upgraded from the Yamaha receiver was because it did not have that capability to push HDR through it, which, another new thing right here is the PS4 Pro. I bought this for 4K HDR and I couldn't get HDR through the old receiver, so I bought this Denon one, and it does make a giant difference. Not even lying, it makes a huge difference. Also with this, it's got a 7.2 channel output. I'm still only using 5.1 for right now, but I'm thinking about dropping some speakers in the ceiling for a Atmos setup, because this is also capable of Dolby Atmos, so I'd have my 5 surround speakers. Maybe I'll get a second subwoofer, but I'm fine with the 112 for right now, and then 2 height speakers for Dolby Atmos. And if I do that, I'll be making a video on me crawling through my attic, drilling holes in my ceiling to put speakers. That's going to be a fun one.
That would actually really be, yeah,
that's
that would
going to
be
be a
pretty
fun
good.
one, yeah. I've already
Try
done
not to fall through the ceiling or something.
I've already done it once. I didn't fall through the ceiling, but I have gone up there to run a wire, and it was not fun because of how much dust is up there. It wasn't hard, it just took a while. There's I think in the last desk setup tour I did at the end of 2018, I showed the wire going up into the ceiling and out to the dining room where the Unify access point is. Of course, I had to go in the attic and run that over there. It was kind of annoying, but I'd do it again for a couple of height speakers, so if I end up doing that, you will get to see a video of it. I guess the last... Well, actually, hold on. Let me grab it. This is the second to last thing in the new tech department, is this new headset. Check this out, guys. I'm actually gonna do this. That's the wrong thing. Again, issues with the Rantcast. Check this out. This is a Logitech G935 7.1 virtual surround sound headset with DTS-X built into it, and it lights up. Look at that. Look at that. It's got RGB. It's freaking awesome. It sounds pretty good. It's got 50mm drivers, and it was only $100. And check this out. This cover comes off of the right ear cup to reveal the battery, which is replaceable, unlike your iPhone. And on the other ear cup, that comes off as well for you to store the USB transmitter. And also you can see the LED, which lights up the Logitech G icon. Pretty cool stuff, if I do say so myself. These things, I'm actually, okay, in all seriousness, I am pretty impressed with the sound quality of these things for $100. They've got a decent amount of bass, they've got a decent amount of range, and it sounds like it sounds like you're in a home theater. I was playing Call of Duty late at night when everyone was asleep, and that was the first time I tried these on the PlayStation, and you can, it seriously sounds like you're in a home theater. I was walking through the map, as you do if you ever played Call of Duty, and I heard someone, but they were behind me. It sounded like someone was walking up behind me like it would with a normal surround sound system. So for $100 on Amazon, they're usually like $170 or something, but I'd say even for that price, pick up a pair of these because they are quite nice. They've got a microphone. Microphone quality is actually pretty impressive for being in a headset, and yeah, there's that. Now, the last thing I'm going to touch very briefly on is this right here. You can't even see it that well, but that's a PS4 Pro. I bought that back in, I think, October or something like that. Reason being was because I wanted to be able to play games in 4K, which I couldn't do with the old PlayStation. Now, of course, I did keep the old PlayStation because it's a limited edition, but I've got a PS4 Pro now. Yeah, that's about it. 2019 was pretty much year of the upgrades for me. It's been cool. Definitely more to come. I think I'm well past due for a new desk setup video, so I'm going to buy a prime lens for my camera and do another super cinematic one once I take care of the mess.
Yeah, man, that's a lot of new tech.
But we won't talk about that right now. It is a lot of new tech,
especially like within a short period of time. But that's still pretty cool. That's how Christmas is, though.
It is how Christmas is. I should mention that the microphone on my camera was actually a Christmas gift from my parents. I will mention that. I bought the lens, I bought the PlayStation, I bought the headset, and the receiver. But the microphone was a gift from my parents, and if you're watching, which you actually probably are, thank you for that. It's been great.
Wow, that's cool stuff. So, me, I didn't get quite as much new tech, but I do have a lot of stuff planned out throughout the year, what I'm going to plan on getting. But as overall during Christmas time, not a whole lot happened to me, really. I did get my wisdom teeth removed back in about 2 weeks before Christmas.
That sounds like a fun time. That sounds like fun.
I'll send you a picture of how swollen my face was. And you could probably
please
put that
do.
In
if he actually sends it to me, that's right here, right now.
It was so bad, and my face was bruised. I was in pain. I was like off work a few days too. I thought I was actually more worried about the procedure itself, because they had to get me like a sedative, so I was kind of loopy and kind of like didn't know really what I was doing and where I was at.
Yeah, I'm taking some videos. Laura, she's not so lucky. She just got her ice packs. They didn't give me ice packs. I mean, they did, but when I left, I don't have them anymore. So I look at my mouth. Okay, what's a good ice cream to get? Cause
we'll get you some ice cream.
I want some ice cream.
Yeah. Another place they're not open in the wintertime to sell ice cream.
Pricks.
Alright guys, it's like 11:20. Just had to take more over-the-counter pain meds. It feels a bit more painful than it did earlier, so I guess all the pain meds are weakening out, and so I took more. But yeah, oh man, it doesn't really feel like it's getting much better. It felt like it got a little worse actually. Whew, long Saturday. Hopefully Sunday will feel better. And we'll see how I feel Monday. Might miss work. We'll see.
Actually, we should have done a Rantcast on that day, because that would have actually been hilarious. But
well, you should have told me about it. We would have done it.
I should have said something about that. I should have. I really should have.
This is another thing that we've talked about before. Brandon doesn't tell me when things happen.
I just kind of like tell him randomly, and he's like, "What? That happened? You bought that? You did this?" So
It's happened before. I've explained it before. But when he bought his new laptop, I didn't know about it until he was talking about it in the episode of the Rantcast we were shooting. He was like, "So this new laptop I got recently," and I was like, "Wait, what? When did that happen?" The same thing with his I think it was the Phantom 4 Pro, the drone he has. He was like he calls me
look
on
at this drone.
Yeah, like he called me on Skype back when we were using Skype, and it was like sitting behind him, and I was like, Is that a Phantom on your bed? And he was like, "Oh yeah, man, I bought that like a month ago." And I was like, "Why didn't you tell me? That's awesome."
Did I ever tell you? I have a Mavic as well. I have a Mavic Pro.
You did tell me about the Mavic.
At least told you that. So I have two drones.
Speaking of Mavics, my drone, check this out. I forgot about this, but I've got carbon propellers on it now. These things are pretty cool. They've got 3 blades instead of 2. And I did that for a reason. This isn't how it looks when they're actually like properly like spun out by the motors, but there are 3 blades on the propellers. Check that out right there. I did that for a reason. They're actually like they're real carbon fiber propellers, and this was another Christmas present actually from one of my cousins in the Secret Santa thing we do every year. They're not that expensive. They're like, I think it's like $25 for a set of 4. Real carbon fiber with 3 blades, and I did that for a reason. I'm going to get to the reason right now. What happened was I was kind of disappointed with the flight time, which it's not terrible. It's like a half hour per battery. But I thought about it. I was like, carbon fiber is lighter than plastic, so 3 blades on the propellers should be at most the same weight as the dual blade propellers that came with the drone. They're actually lighter by just a little bit, but the 3rd blade adds air movement, so the drone now goes faster while the motors spin slower, allowing it longer battery life. So there's that.
That's really cool.
They're also a lot more durable. I remember like I didn't crash the drone into a tree, but the propellers clipped like little branches and cut them off. Also chipped the propeller. I did that with the carbon ones. The branches fell off, but the propeller didn't crack. So that's what carbon fiber does, because it's a more durable material.
That is a good thing, yeah.
Sorry, Brandon, you can continue now.
That does remind me, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I crashed my Mavic. I was recording something for work. I was on a ship that was moving about 10, 13 miles an hour, and I tried to take off, and I got my sticks full forward. Okay, so this drone should at least be going forward somewhat. But for some reason, it just wasn't responding. It just kept going back. I think because the ship was moving, it messed something up. And I didn't want to lose it because we're out on the river. And so I was like, oh crap. What do I do? So then I actually purposely crashed it on this wall. So it hit that, because otherwise it was going to go off the ship. And then maybe I would have been able to save it out in the air, but I didn't want to risk that. So I just crashed into that wall, and I messed up my gimbal, but I was actually able to fix that pretty easily. And I think I broke 1 or 2 blades, but
I think you did tell me about that, actually.
Yeah, but other than that, it still flies fine now, but I still use the Phantom just because the camera's a lot better.
Oh, speaking of Phantoms, they're back now. The Phantom 4 Pro V2 is back in stock, but it's more expensive now. It's like $1,750 instead of like, I think it was like $1,599 before. I don't know. Regardless of that, I'm happy with my Mavic 2, except the fact that it can't do 4K 60. I'm still not happy about that, because that would be really nice for off-road videos.
Dang, yeah, you could do some slow-mo stuff with it a little bit.
I can do slow-mo, but only in 1080p, so that's not going to cut it. It's only like 120 frames a second, too.
Oh, yeah.
Now, now listen, if you were telling me this like 5 years ago, or I guess 6 now, when the iPhone 5S came out with its slow motion, I would have been like, dude, 120 frames a second at 1080p? That's incredible, because remember the 5S only did 720p. Yeah. And also the whole 4K thing, because that was just like a pipe dream for me at the time. I was lucky to get a 1080p video out around then. Now it's just like, if you see something in 1080p on my channel, call the cops. I've been kidnapped and something happened. My videos are 4K, except the Rantcast. We have to do these in Quad HD because my iMac would explode if I tried to record 4K with it, which is unfortunate but true. So, and our cameras aren't even higher than 1080p anyway.
Yeah, so we're just kind of upscaling it anyway. So
yeah, well, no, because of the smaller window size in my OBS presets, it's actually like true resolution. I just render them out to Quad HD to make the text look sharper. And actually, guys, look at Brandon. He's not like all pixely and choppy this time.
I know. Look at that. I'm moving my hands.
We got lucky.
Not choppy.
We got lucky.
Still
I don't know what happened.
Motion blur, but I don't know. Sometimes
there's a little bit of ghosting, but that's gonna happen. You know, mine doesn't do that.
It used to be much worse. If you just go watch some of our previous episodes, and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. It's pretty bad.
Oh man! All right, I'm gonna let you continue now. Sorry, I cut you off.
Okay. All right. All right. That's just a normal thing in the Rantcast, but
it definitely is.
I'm hoping to create more content on my channel that's not solely just a siren video, and by that I mean, you know, just me just recording a siren. Maybe I'm going to hopefully do more behind the scenes, and I don't know if I ever showed you some of my behind the scenes videos to you, Sam, but I actually I do record behind the scenes stuff. I just never edited them, and I've never put them on YouTube. So if I were to do that, there'd be hours and hours and hours worth of stuff. But I think I really should do that because everyone else is starting to do that now, and I'm like, you know, I think I'm missing out on something that's really cool, and I think everyone would enjoy.
I'll make a deal for you. You did never tell me about your behind-the-scenes stuff. You probably told me, you just never showed me. But
I probably never showed you.
I will cut you a deal. I will edit them for $1,000 a minute.
Oh,
this is an offer you can't refuse. This is super affordable. You can't refuse this offer. Just send them to me.
Oh, man.
I will edit them. $1,000 a minute, and I definitely will not prolong how long it takes to edit the video.
Definitely will not prolong. We'll leave that to the viewers.
And
we'll ask them.
Think about this: for downloading and encoding, the cost goes down to $500 a minute.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a good deal right there, man.
And you get some good stuff. I'll be editing in Final Cut Pro. I can add in your little templates in Adobe Premiere and After Effects if you need me to. I will enhance your audio with Adobe Audition. These are not things I'm just doing to make it take longer and get more money. But I will just
use Movie Maker for this stuff.
That's the $200 a minute package.
I'll use iMovie. Just a $200 package.
Yeah, no enhancements, no nothing, no editing. I'll just put your watermark on it.
no editing.
I'll just put it in. I'll put it in iMovie. Put a watermark on it. No intro, no outro for $200 a minute.
For like $100 a minute, what do you use? Like Microsoft Word at the video, or how's that?
Well, for $200 a minute, I actually just for $100 a minute, I actually just use a combination of Microsoft Word 2003 and Windows Movie Maker XP.
Oh, hey, now we're going. That's the editing package. That's what the pros use, man. That's what the champs use. That's what Hollywood uses. You go in there, they have these big editors and all that stuff, and you go in there, and it's just Windows XP, and they're running Microsoft PowerPoint. They're actually editing off of that, so I was wrong. It's not
Microsoft
Word, it's
PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
No, but see,
good
you have
stuff.
to pay $150 a minute for PowerPoint. That's the upgraded package. But the super high end, I actually to do everything you want me to, it'll actually be $2,500 a minute, and import and render times will actually be $1,750. So
$1,750. That's a good deal.
$1,750.
We'll leave that to our viewers.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Vote
Should
in
I
the
take that
comments,
deal?
guys. We're gonna put a poll
Say
up
it.
in the corner. Should Brandon take the deal? I think he should, not just because it'll help me buy a new car faster. I keep cutting him off because
Exactly.
that's what we do here at the Rantcast.
Exactly. We always say that.
Always, every episode.
Yeah. So let me think here. What else was I planning on doing? Hoping to create more content. Hoping to do more videos. I have a siren. I have a Thunderbolt. You probably recently saw that video. I think I posted that 2 weeks ago or something like that. But
Never showed him my sub feed.
I had that siren since like June, and I just now decided to post a video on it. About 6 months later, so just to show you how behind I am on stuff. That explains quite a bit. But I am hoping to try to get more into the content and editing more stuff. I also might be getting some more sirens. Potentially could be getting another Thunderbolt, actually, 1003. That might be something I get in the spring. And then I'm going to be taking possibly 2 trips in the summer. One, I'm going to go storm chasing. I think I'm going to go out west with some friends, and we're going to go drive around, hopefully find a nice supercell of some kind, and actually chase some storms. Because I've gotten some I've done some storm chasing around here, but I've never gotten any tornadoes, no really cool footage. I got to post those videos because those videos I think are still pretty cool. But again, time and me being very slow at editing. But I would like to try to get a tornado video of some kind, and I think I'm going to, hopefully that's a goal of mine, I'm going to try to get that done. So that's going to come probably in early summer maybe, and then I also got to make another trip out to Sam's out in Colorado too.
That's
and
right.
We're going to hopefully do a Rantcast there. Hopefully
Rantcast IRL.
Exactly. And I'm hoping to come out there around the time that Callahan tests, so we can have the most insane video set. Because we've been talking about it for about a year. I couldn't make it last year.
It's been more than a year because we were talking about it in 2017. I didn't record it until 2019, which is when he was originally supposed to come out. But he was like, "Oh, I have work." No, I'm just kidding. That's completely understandable. That's completely understandable. But
work can be kind of annoying like that, but that's just how it is. But I am hoping I don't see anything scheduled at work yet. I mean, of course, things can change, but I don't see anything there yet. So hopefully that should still all be good. And we're gonna have all our drones up in the sky, maybe.
We actually got to talk about that setup. So. By then, I will have a telephoto lens for my my mirrorless camera. I have a Mavic 2 Pro now. Didn't have that last time I shot a video of any siren really. And we're gonna have, how many drones are we gonna have? Let me think about this. By then, I might actually have a Mavic Mini as well. So like that little tiny drone. So we'll have potentially 2 of my drones, but at least 1. And then both of Brandon's drones. So we'll have at least 3 drones. We're going to have a phone directly under the siren again, as usual. We're going to have my Panasonic G85, Brandon's Sony A7X Mark II, right?
A7S2.
Oh, A7S2, not X. Okay. Anyway.
And then, I'll have my iPhone recording too. And then
we're going to have to do... Everything's going to be 4K. I think we're going to cut it down to 24 frames a second, though, so everything matches. But regardless, it will be a fire video of that siren. I guarantee you no one has recorded a video of that siren with a drone before. So that'll be cool.
Yes.
I mean, I did the first 4K video of it last year with the Canon C200 Cinema and my G85 and an iPhone. And, like, people seem to really enjoy it. Like, I got a bunch of comments like, this is the best siren video I've ever seen. And I was like, I didn't have a drone, though. Go watch Brandon's videos.
But still, that was a really awesome video. I remember seeing it, and I'm like, man, I wish I was there. Just to hear that siren, too, that would have been so cool. But hopefully
I had to hide in my car.
Will be the year. Oh, I bet.
Because I didn't remember how loud they were. Because what happened was, like, I was standing, like, right across the street from it, and I was like, I don't remember sirens being that loud. But I have never been that close to one when it went off, so as soon as it went off, I was just like,
oh,
like,
man.
Like, you could feel it. You could feel it in you. It's like you're sitting in my car with the subwoofers, but, like, more violent. It's insane. So I just, like, went in my car, and, like, it was shaking my car, too.
Oh, my gosh. That was
So we're gonna hide in my car again for that, for sure. And we're also going to figure out what time they test it, because when I went down there, I had heard that it was at 2 p.m. So I drive down there, I get down there at 1:30. 2 p.m. hits, nothing. And I'm like, okay, they might be late. 2:20, still nothing. And I'm like, okay, let me call Town Hall. Even though I was right there, I could have just gone in. But I was like, hey, when do you test your siren? And they were like, oh, it's at 7. And I was like, so I'm missing my mom's birthday party. I can't even go home. Because if I drove home, I'd be able to stay for 5 minutes, then I have to drive all the way back down to Calhan, because it's like a 2-hour drive. So, yeah, we did end up moving my mom's birthday celebration to the next day, so that was good. I didn't miss that at least.
Yeah, I can't miss
it was ridiculous. It was a mess. It was a mess. But I'll be able to take that day off for work, and I don't know, maybe we should go down there at 2 so we can do the Rantcast visits Calhan before the siren goes off.
Yes, actually that'd be really nice. If they do test late, I think we should do that and actually visit all the sites.
We could just record the siren and then do it. Because I want to go to that restaurant with the 2 grills.
The 2 grills, yes.
I want to go there. I almost went when I was waiting for the siren to go off, but I was like, I gotta wait. So I went to Subway.
That'd be a nice surprise for both of us then.
Yeah,
so,
I've never been there. I've seen it. I saw the sign in person. It's big. It's a big spoon. But never ate there. Never gone inside.
And you know what? Maybe I should even, like, that night before we record that, maybe I should stay at that hotel that's there. I should totally do that.
That's I don't know, man. That's up to you. That didn't look it didn't look up to code at all.
It was kind of sketchy. It was kind of sketch. It could be a bit of a fire hazard or the health violations.
I mean, there's a guest room in my basement that you could stay in too.
Yeah, that could be something. So
I've got like fast internet. I've got a TV you could put in there.
I don't know. I'll think about that. That'll be another thing that our viewers should decide.
Yeah.
Should I stay in Should I stay? I was going to say, should I stay in the
Rantcast house?
Should I stay in Calhan or should I stay in Sam's house the night before? But
I vote here so Brandon can record the drive down there for the Calhan vlog.
That's another thing too.
I'll need a drone operator while I'm driving. Because I do want to
fly the drone when I'm. You better be driving slow, because that drone can only do like 40 miles an hour.
Well, I actually found out there's a discrepancy with height on the drone. I had it like 150 feet in the air above my car.
Uh-huh.
I floored my car up to 50 miles an hour and the drone only went 25. So theoretically, highway speeds should be doable.
Okay.
I will have to find a spot to pull off on the road to pull the drone back in the car.
Uh-huh.
But we'll figure that out.
We'll figure something out. That'll be something we'll figure out on the way there.
Maybe we'll just have Brandon on the top of my car on the roof racks with a really long monopod.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
we'll
what
do
we'll
that.
do. We'll just do that instead. It might be more doable.
Hold on tight, Brandon.
Yeah, I know. I'll get up there, the helmet and those little glasses on there. Like, just I'll have. And by the time we're done, I'll have all these bugs and stuff.
Out of my budget, no helmets.
Oh shoot! Yeah, safety last.
Safety last. Right. That's how we do it here.
Yeah, that's the Rantcast way. Safety last. But yeah, let's see here. What else was I gonna say? So I've got some 2 trips. Might be getting some more equipment at some point. I don't think I've ever mentioned on here, but some people might know. I do have a telephoto lens, a half decent one, for my Sony that I've been using. My old one I was using was my Canon 75-300, and that one is a lens that's meant for APS-C sensors. And whenever I put that onto my Sony, I kind of got some vignetting going on, and it really couldn't zoom very far. And that lens just kind of, it's about $100 lens, I believe, and you had really bad aberration, just blurred edges. It looked fine for 1080p videos, and if you are looking for a nice camera to get that's only just 1080p and you don't want to spend too much money, that's a good telephoto lens to get, because you're not gonna for video, 1080p video, it's going to be blurry enough anyway where it's not going to matter. But for 4K, that's not really a good lens to have. And I was like, okay, I got this 4K camera and I don't have a really good telephoto lens. I need to get something that's better, and have a Sigma 150 to 600 millimeter, and thing's a freaking beast. The thing's massive.
I like
Absolutely
how
awesome.
you're talking about 1080p like it's a third world video resolution.
It
like
slowly is. It slowly is becoming that way, and it's kind of sad because the place I work at, they just upgraded their cameras from standard def to HD.
Are you serious?
And now everything's good. Yes, I'm not lying. I am
From
not.
what
lying.
was it, like VGA 640 by 480 to
It was 480. Yes,
Oh,
it's a TV
no.
station. They're using 480. Now the TV station itself broadcasts 1080p, but whenever we did stuff in our studio, it was standard def. Everything looked really bad and
That's
blurry,
crazy.
and yeah, so we got way better. Our cameras are actually Blackmagic cameras, and they are 4K ready. I don't know exactly what that all means, but they only really output 1080p.
Here's what you gotta do. When you get to work on Monday, you gotta storm in there with some Ray-Bans on. You gotta rip them off, smash them on the ground, and say, start doing 4K. It's 2020. We gotta start doing 4K.
4K, man. That's what I'll do. I'll go into the meeting just like, if we don't do 4K, I'm out of here, man. I'm out. But
That's how you do it.
yeah,
And the
that's how you
Ray-Ban
do it.
smash is
The Ray-Ban Smash. That's what's gonna
super
do it.
important, 'cause
That's what's gonna do it.
it puts emphasis on it, because those are expensive sunglasses. And if Brandon, if he brings up the appearance that he has enough money to just smash a $200 set of sunglasses on the table or on the floor or whatever he's gonna do, maybe run it over with your car, just to
yeah,
if
that's
it doesn't
good.
break on the floor, just be like, here, put this under my tire, check this out, do a nice little neutral drop over it, skirt your tires over it. That's how you got to do it, and
That's
then
how
they'll
you
listen
do
to
it.
you. That's how you get your point across.
Exactly.
That's how you
I'll
get your
do
point
it.
across.
I'll lower my voice a few octaves. I'll even smoke a cigar while I'm saying this,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'll be like, guys, we got to go to 4K.
You know, I got to think of something. That'd be another guys. You can comment below a really good thing I should say to work to convince
Put
them.
that in the
maybe we should go
comments
the
for
next
sure.
step. That's another thing. Third thing, your third homework assignment for this video. Put in the comments what I should say to the station to make them look at the 4K option.
So we're up
but
to
yeah.
what? 2 polls and 1 comment. One comment off.
Exactly. I know. Gotta get that engagement going. You know.
Yeah, we definitely. That's another thing I actually want to go into is audience engagement on all of my videos in general. I've been upping the amount of times I reply to comments, and time is always a thing, because if I'm at work, I'm not just gonna whip my phone out and be like, I got a YouTube comment, and start doing that at work. That can't happen. We're not doing that. But audience engagement is important. I'm gonna start doing that more frequently. It's not that I was ever bad at it. I just am going to do it more frequently, and I guess better. With the polls and comments and stuff like that, but you know how it is with all that.
I think the tough part, though, is you have to reply. What do you do with the bad comments? I think we could do a totally different episode just on this alone. We've done it
totally
before,
could.
but I think we should do an updated one at some point. There are so many dumb YouTube comments, and all of a sudden, just this year, for some reason, it's gotten really bad, at least on my side. I don't know about yours, your channel, but mine's just gotten just a whole slew.
YouTube has been, upping their marked as spam game. I've got a lot of comments marked as spam. Most of them are, but some of them are actually like
legit
intelligent
real comments.
replies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this was commented 4 months ago. Why is it in my marked as spam? But the comments that are just like someone smashing their face on the keyboard, I'm not gonna bother replying to those. But if you get a troll, always reply to your trolls for more than one reason. It's incredibly entertaining. It's super fun to do that. And it ups your ad revenue. Think about that.
Oh.
Because every time he goes to, so say, hater comments on your videos, you reply, he opens the video to reply. What does that mean? That means you've got another view, that means you've got more watch time, and that means you've got more ad visibility, which equals out to more money. Those are the two reasons you reply to your haters, because it's fun and it gets you money.
So trolls equal more money. So that's one way to look at trolls. Look at trolls as a good thing. If you get a troll, honestly, just comment something to kind of make him more mad. I was going to use a different language here, but I realized
we can't because it's YouTube.
But yeah,
but seriously, if you're on YouTube and you're offended by people who don't like your videos, stop making videos. Okay, you can't make videos and expect to not get hate comments, because that's the nature of YouTube. That's how it goes. And if you don't understand that, close the lid of your laptop and go outside and throw a ball around. Okay, just do that and you'll be okay. But for the rest of us...
I got to close the lid of my laptop, man. I got to take your advice.
Well, that's going to be it for this episode of the Rantcast, guys. First one of 2020. Oh, man. Oh, no. But yeah, that's my logic for hate comments. They're entertaining, and they get you money, and they up your audience engagement. There you go. Yeah. I was going to say one more thing as well. Brandon, back on your storm chasing thing. We can try to do that while you're here, because there's usually...
And we might,
there's a decent amount of stuff out by the airport, usually in the summer, so we can do that too.
Yeah, I was going to say that. There might be a way where we could actually combine that trip, instead of being two separate trips, making it one, because... Well, I mean, I only have so much vacation time at work. And
you
also,
said
I think that'd be really
too,
cool. So we're gonna be out west, and we might. Who knows? The biggest storms at that time might be in Colorado. You know, we'll just take it wherever we want. And I feel like Colorado is a really nice state, I think, to chase in, because it's at least the eastern part is a bit more flat, so you kind of can see pretty far.
Now, if you're trying to storm chase in the mountains here, go home.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah. You're gonna get blizzards. That's about it, though.
It's pretty much all you're gonna get. Snow-nados.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's the snow-nados.
So hopefully we could combine those trips, because I know at one point we were thinking, like, okay, see, the South has actually become the more like Tornado Alley now. They've been getting a lot of tornadoes lately. So, you know, states like Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, and them. But the problem with the South is that there's a lot of hills, there's a lot of trees, and even around here there's a lot of trees and stuff. And so you really can't get your bearings right and try to figure out where this tornado's at. It could be almost like right on top of you, and by the time you see it, it's almost too late. So it's just too dangerous, and that's why we want to go out as west as we can, because the terrain's flatter, you could see miles and miles away, and pretty much, so I want to combine those trips together, hopefully, and maybe we could all go storm chasing all together and make that a big thing. We're planning on renting an SUV, but I'll go into plans later. It's preliminary.
We should chase in the rental, because if that gets destroyed, then it's you don't have to pay for it.
That's been our plan. Yes.
Because I was thinking, like, last year I was thinking about doing some storm chasing videos with another person named Brandon that I know. It never happened because of time, but I did, like, I was looking into ways to, like, hail-proof a car. The best way I found was to glue a bunch of pool noodles together and lay them over your car and cut out, like, a spot for your windshield. I don't really care if the windshield gets broken, because it's only like $150 repair, but if, like, say my sunroof breaks, bad time. The steel gets dented, bad time. The roll down window on the back gets broken, expensive, bad time. But, you know, we can do that. But if we could go chasing in the rental, if that gets hail damaged, then it's on them. I hope whichever company you rent from does not watch this video, because that would be bad. But
yeah, exactly. Keep that a secret.
Don't be talking about that.
We won't even say the word storm chasing in front of them. I'll be like, what are you guys doing with that? Like, oh, we're just taking a trip out to Colorado. You know, just a fun time. You know.
And when we record the video, what kind of SUV are you thinking about renting? Because you should get a 4Runner.
We've been thinking RAV4 or something.
RAV4 would be good too.
Yeah,
if you can,
depends.
though. I'll have to talk to you about this off camera, because it's not something that can be in, like, public, you know? It's not anything bad. I'll just talk to you about it later. But if you can get a 4Runner, that would be great, because they've got the 4-wheel drive and everything. They got the V6 and the roll-down back window for the cinematic chase shots hanging out the back of the car with the gimbal.
Yes. Dang, we gotta do that.
RAV4 would also be plenty good. Those are good vehicles. just do not get a Nissan because I will not talk to you while you're here. Okay? I hate Nissans. Nissans
No Nissan,
are
then.
awful. Nissans
No
are just
Nissan.
terrible. If you pull up to my house in a Nissan, I'm gonna call the police.
I will pull up to your house. But for the rental car, will be a Nissan Versa. Just letting you know.
Ah,
A Nissan Versa, 2-wheel drive or front-wheel drive.
a Nissan Juke.
1.6 liter. Oh God, those
Those are awful. I
Those are
see
so ugly. I have no idea.
Dude, every time I'm like on the street, I see like 10 of them, and I'm like, why are so many people buying these cars? They look terrible, and they're
I
a
thought they stopped
Nissan.
making them. I thought they stopped
They
making them.
didn't. They look a little better now in 2019, but everything like before 2019 had like the stupid lights on top of the hood, and then the headlights were like little circles in the bumper. Stupid
It's kind of a
design.
shame. It's kind of a shame because Nissan used to have some really good designs years ago. But
Oh, your
now
dad
they're
has a
just, like-
Frontier, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Oh
he has
no,
a Frontier.
I'm sorry I ripped
It's a
on
Frontier.
Nissan. Honestly, okay.
It's a 2000 Frontier. It's a pretty
Frontiers
good reliable
are
truck, though.
okay. I wouldn't buy one, but compared to like the Juke or their sedans, it's definitely a better vehicle.
Oh yeah.
I'm just a Toyota guy, so there's that.
My personal car is an Audi, so German engineering, man.
Oh man,
Go Germany. Go Germany. But yeah, I thought about actually chasing in my car at one point, and I've done it before locally here around here. But I right now I have a beater car. My old Audi is it actually works right now, and there's only just one little minor problem, and the paint started to peel off of it, which is brilliant. But that's amazing if I'm going into a hailstorm because I don't care. Who cares? It's an old car from 2003.
car
that
from
could be my.
2003. That's some hate, bro. My car's from 1999. It's hating on me, man.
Oh man, I'm hating on this car.
although
I'm getting back
it
for
is
the
a
Frontier
Toyota,
thing.
so although it is a
Yeah,
Toyota.
yeah. It'll probably outlive both of us.
Yeah, honestly, probably will.
Your 3000, I think, will still be running. But anyway, yeah. What was I saying?
It's not about your Audi.
Something about Audi. Yeah, I was going to use my. I might use that thing, but the thing is, it's also still it's kind of old, and I sure hate to be out in Colorado and big monster tornadoes coming at me, and all of a sudden the car just decides to not work, and we're all gonna have to like run away, from the tornado. So
We're gonna call an Uber.
call an Uber. Hey
And
guys, we got this
note
big
on
wedge.
it. The note on it's gonna be, "Hurry, we're about to die." As we're running
Big
away
wedge,
from the tornado.
on our way. Oh my god.
And right as I hit the send button, the cell tower's gonna go down, and we're just all gonna die.
Yeah, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna be flying around the air, and that'd be a good video, I think.
That'll be the ultimate test for the gimbals, though.
Yeah.
And if we live through it, we can put it on YouTube as iPhone plus gimbal versus tornado.
Yes. Yeah, totally do that, man.
For sure.
Yeah. It's like the tornado passes through and all that debris and everything. The gimbals are still trying to. You know how gimbals do that weird thing when they'll probably try to like walk itself in the ground, kind of do some weird.
Oh,
Nope.
speaking of gimbals. Oh, I'm gonna have to censor that. Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to censor that.
It'll
man.
be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Anyway, speaking of gimbals, I can't remember because here's the deal right now. I'm not posting throughout January. Today's January 25th, but in 40 minutes it'll be like the 26th. Wait, no, sorry, it's the 25th.
It's 26 where I'm at though, because I'm
he's
from
in the future. He's in the future, and in 40 minutes for me it'll be the 26th as well. Anyway, if I remember right, I think the first video is the setup tour of the home theater. Then after that, it's the bump demo of the home theater, and then after that, it's the unboxing of the G935 headset. And then after that, if I decide to post it, I did go up to Copper Mountain earlier this month, and I took my gimbal down a hill sledding. And it was good, except one time the wind caught it just right and like threw it way off. So that's what I would think would happen in a tornado, except worse. It would probably like rip the top of it off or something like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It'd be interesting.
That would definitely be interesting. But, yeah. Guys, there you go. That is going to be it for the first episode of the Rantcast for the new decade, the 2020s. this is kind of the direction we're going to be taking this channel. It's not going to, or sorry, not the channel, but the show. It's not going to be entirely tech-based anymore. It's going to be more, you know, tech every once in a while, but also just updates, because that's just, you know, why not? So, anyway, there you guys go. First Rantcast of 2020. Subscribe to Brandon. Links in the description, and on the end screen, and in the card. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it. Until the next video, which I have no idea when it will be. Yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you for watching.
All right.